Happy New Year from the Three Peas in a Pod. I'm Patches.
I'm Paddles.
And I'm Paddles.
And today, I know we've already done an episode tribute to the Sour Candy episode when we found out when our friends Thomas passed away. And sadly, this one hurts a lot more because it's not just I knew Thomas for, a year. The person we're going to dedicate today is Jessica Joseph. She was a wonderful person. And how I know her and how Pat just knows her was we used to work together at Public Supermarkets back in 2007 when the store opened. It's sad to know the fact that she's no longer on this world and this earth. I was not as close to her as I've known her for so long, but she kept on rooting for Patches and I to get married over and over and over, saying, when's the big day? When are you guys getting married? You guys been together for so long. And I wrote to her finally last year that we finally got married, and she was so happy for us. And the last thing we talked about was actually this channel. And she was so happy for us, and she says, it sounds like a nice show. And a month and a half later, I was on Facebook yesterday, and I see a message about her, and emotionally I'm a train wreck. I might not show it because I'm not really a big fan of crying. I get really bad headaches. But it saddens me desperately and dearly for this girl, and I hope her family finds healing and comfort knowing the fact that she's inspired many people. So this episode is not only dedicated to you, Jessica, and her family and her friends. Anything like that, Patches?
Yes, Paddles. I knew her quite a bit when I worked at the Publix down in South Florida. We were good acquaintances. She did mention how Paddles was, and I was never afraid to tell her how she was, because they were very close. She will be greatly missed. She'll be greatly missed.
So on to you, Petals, of your introduction of the episode. But before we do that, I think we should just take a moment of silence and remember the people we love who passed away recently or have been gone for a long time, just so we can just remember them and pray that they're happy and that they know that they're still loved on this earth plane. Ready?
Ready.
Ready.
I'm ready when you are, Petals.
Thank you, Paddles. That was a beautiful dedication, you two.
Thank you, we try.
And I'm sorry I never got a chance to meet her or get to know her, but she sounds like a wonderful person.
She really was.
Alright. Well, Jessica, this episode is for you. Alright. Welcome, everyone, to our first episode of the year 2017. Wow, can you believe it's already 2017? It feels like last year went by so fast. Anyway, we were supposed to do this episode yesterday. However, our camera decided to act up, and so we have to redo it. But that's okay. Anyway, we hope you enjoyed your holidays with your loved ones. Because that's all that really matters, besides the colorful wrapped presents, which are, by the way, are a lot of fun to give and receive. Oh, and speaking of presents, there's no time like the present, right? So we thought it would be fun to share with all of our wonderful viewers and subscribers some of the presents that we got over the holidays. Now on to you, Paddles.
Thank you, Petals. Yes,
You're welcome.
Dory is on the camera for 2017. You might have heard them a little wrestling, her and Merlin, so that's why I picked her up, so, yeah. Originally I was really excited with the Christmas presents that I got, but I think mainly the best present I got was being alive this past year for Andrew, for Patches and Petals and Merlin and Dory and Mom and Dad, Mama Carol, Papa Roy, and all our families. Because if no one really knows this, but about a week and a half after Patches and I got married, I got a cold, and the cold never went away, and it transformed into pneumonia. I never thought I was ever going to get pneumonia so young in my life, but I did. So I really treasure and I cherish every moment I'm alive, and grateful I can spend every second I can with Patches and spend as much time with Petals as possible, even though she's in Virginia. So these are my family, and I'm eternally blessed and grateful for having them as my family, and that's the best gift I could ever ask for. But the miscellaneous gifts. My 3 favorite Christmas presents that were not considered my family, were Arrow's season 3 and 4. Not sponsored.
Not sponsored by Warner Brothers or DC Comics.
Bones season 11. No, by Fox either.
No, not sponsored.
The Flash season 2. It was also Bones season 11. They're currently on their last season of the series that premiered January 3rd of this year. And of course season 1 of Supergirl, also not sponsored. A lot of TV shows, which I'm very looking forward to. As of right now, Patches and I are on season 2 of Arrow, so we'll be finishing that season very soon, so stay tuned for new updates about that. Gotham season 2 and the last of seasons 11 and 12 of Grey's Anatomy. You might wonder, this screen looks very clear. This is our new camcorder. It's in Chinese or Japanese or Korean.
I believe it's Japanese or Chinese, I think.
It's called a Ordro. It's a HDV VS1, so that's what this looks like. And Patches gave me this lovely poster. It is called Whose Side Are You On? It is from Marvel's Captain America Civil War. So we're definitely going to add this to our collection of our game room. But that was my 3 favorite gifts I got. And there's Merlin.
Here's Merlin.
A little grouchy, but we're happy to have them both. And of course, Petals is here too. But that's all I got for presents for Christmas. I was in Palm Coast with Patches, with Mom, Dad, my brother John, and his girlfriend Crystal, and a family friend. His name is Jeff, who was like an uncle to John and I for a long time. And it was very nice. We had a very lovely home-cooked dinner. But my questions to viewers is, from Patches and I, what the viewers got over their favorite Christmas presents they got that year and who they spent it with. Well, that's about me for right now, folks. On to you, Petals.
Thank you, Paddles.
You're welcome.
Well, my 3 favorite presents, which I have with me, so I have, let's see, a collectible glass flute, which I got from my mother. It represents, it's like purplish, and it represents serenity. I also have, let's see, I have 2 stuffed animals from a couple of my friends here in Virginia. I have Glaceon. Say hi, Glaceon. Hi, everybody. And I have Espeon, which is, hi, which are 2 of my favorite Pokemon. And I have, let's see, a hair bow that I got from a good friend. Completely unexpected. It's like Eevee. And let's see, for my sister Samantha, also known as Pearl, which she was made a guest appearance in another episode. She got me, if I can get it out, she got me a snow globe, a musical snow globe from Phantom of the Opera, which is my favorite musical of all time. So I was really excited about that. And that's pretty much it. And over the holidays, I spent the holidays with my sister, my grandmother, and my mother, which is quite interesting. So, and we have a tradition. Our favorite tradition really is on Christmas Day. We would like watch every Christmas movie that we own, which was like 7 or 8 Christmas movies. So we spent like the entire day just watching Christmas movies and opening presents.
That's a fun tradition.
It is. Except, problem is, Pearl decides to fall asleep in 2 of them. So
Oh,
it's like,
no.
Oh, jeez.
Give her a gingerbread house.
yeah, I was like, Sam, wake up, when we ever seen the movie. He's like, it's okay. So I ended up watching them by myself because my mother decided to fall asleep also.
Oh, no.
Yes, everyone's falling asleep except me.
Well, we wouldn't have done that. Well, what? We're still doing the episode? I'm sorry about that, folks.
Yeah, so that was my holiday. And now on to you, Patches.
Thank you, Petals. Here's Merlin. He's so crabby.
Merlin. He's so growly.
Anyway, now it is my turn to show you everyone my 3 favorite things that I got for Christmas. And first thing I want to start off is something that me and Paddles have been wanting to get ever since you were thinking of creating a YouTube channel. It's this! The Quadrone Tumbler Cam.
Not sponsored, by the way.
Wow.
We got this at the local hardware store, and it was for a good deal. And
It takes cameras and videos.
yeah, and
No, not cameras, pictures, sorry. But it was not just to Patches and I, it was actually to the 3 Peas in a Pod. So thank you, Santa. We're definitely going to put this in good use. Especially for episodes like either Warrior Challenge or
any panoramic views, really.
like, we're going to do a game. We're not going to tell you the game, so bear with us. It's going to happen when Petals is back in town. Let's just say this. Make sure you wear a shirt that you don't care about. That's the only clue I'm going to give you. So comment below what you think we're going to do.
And also comment below on if you've ever used this brand of drone, and give us any feedback of how it's worked for you. So that's gift number 1. And now gift number 2 is basically a page out of my childhood when I used to live in upstate New York and tossing balls with Velcro onto a board. It's this!
But now it's magnetized.
It's magnetized this time. And you can see it's exactly the exact same design as it was when I was like 9, 10 years old or whatever. But of course, like you said, it is magnetized, and Paddles actually saw it, and we were debating it. I was like, oh, I wonder if we go to bring back my childhood so I can toss some darts and try it out. We'll definitely handle this in another episode.
We might actually do that for like the dedication for the Super Bowl. And we
Maybe.
might actually do this because we're just like a fun game of darts. And anytime you get a low score that round, you have to drink a shot of soda.
Uh-oh.
Or tea or coffee. But make sure we're not too tired for it.
And finally, my gift number 3. This I have to thank Paddles much. She found this for me. Yes, I got a Seahawks sock hat. It keeps my ears warm.
Yay!
Yes, and of course, anyone who's a Seahawks fan, yes, they beat the Lions. They're moving on in the playoffs. But this is good because, earlier in the year, in 2016, Paddles got me a Russell Wilson t-shirt, which she found for me too. and thus also finding this to give me for Christmas. And Paddles, I appreciate it very much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
So what did you do for Christmas?
Basically, what we did for Christmas, I was just with my lovely Paddles the whole time, and with family. You want to tell them a funny story? How we just stayed up all night.
Oh yeah, I'll tell them. When you're not working, your bedtime is very fluctuant. It varies from going to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning till 8 o'clock in the morning. I
Yeah.
thought going to bed at 8 o'clock in the morning was really late. Nope. Christmas Eve, Mama Ellen says, "Can you guys be at the house at 10 o'clock in the morning?" I'm usually in bed by 8. So I told Ann, I told Patches, we're gonna have to be up all night long. So we watched Arrow. We spent time with each other, listened to music, talked to our sister Petals. We got there early and they were very surprised to see us, and then we crashed and fell asleep until 4 o'clock.
I actually crashed in the sofa.
And we just got up, got dressed, and went over to Mom and Dad's house to eat dinner, and we came back home and got exhausted. And that's
Oh, one more thing. Paddles made by far the best crepes I've ever had.
Oh,
The
thank
best
you.
crepes.
I tried. It's actually a family recipe, but thank you.
You're welcome, Paddles.
But yeah, I mean, just let us know what you like us to do for challenges, for ideas, topics you'd like us to talk about. And if there's people that you have lost who you want us to dedicate an episode for, we'd be more than happy to do that. It's not one of those things that you can just say, yeah, it's like a marketing ploy. It's never fun losing someone special,
No, it's not.
especially when they're very young. I've lost a lot of people in my life, and so has Petals and Patches, and it's never easy. We just hope the people who we've lost over the years is in heaven right now and looking down at us saying, they're doing a good job at least. They're not perfect, but there's no one who's perfect, but we know who it is. And I hope I can make her proud by doing okay on these episodes and these challenges. So just know we are a family, and that means if you have anything you ever want to talk to us about, like a problem you're going through, a crisis, we'll listen to you and we'll help you and encourage you and support you in any endeavors or decisions you make in your life. Because as we see you as family, not just commenters, subscribers, or viewers, or anything, you're family to the pods.
Always.
So your sadness is our sadness. Your happiness is our happiness, because we want you to feel like you can tell us anything.
Not a question.
But that's about it for today. I hope you guys at least try to enjoy this episode. I know it's not an easy one, but we have some joy, we have some sadness, but future episodes, let's just say
They're gonna be fun.
they're going to be fun, we're going to be full, we're going to be shagged up. So I'm not going to spoil anything.
Nope.
I can't see as many little thing about this. So with that note, thank you for watching us as always, and subscribing and commenting and viewing. Bye for the pods. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.